big decision though when somebody says, hey, do you want to start camming? Had you ever thought about doing something like that before?
I actually didn't even realize like that you could do camming. Like, oh, that's something that you can actually do. Like, I don't have to go to a job and deal with awful people, and I can just sit in my house and make the same amount of money. What? Like, that's crazy. And so, like, for me, when someone said you could do that, I'm like, well, fuck yes. Like,
why wouldn't you?
Yes, I would do that.
Can say anything your heart's dreaming of.
For this one.
Good. You should be excited.
I've been meaning to take pictures and tweet all night, and I fucking can't remember.
It's hard to do.
It's a problem. And I have no room to take pictures of anything on.
Hello?
Hola.
Hi. I just ran up my stairs to try to like get in my room. What's up?
Thank you so much. We're excited to have you here.
Can you hear us and see us kind of okay?
I can see T's.C. I can see my face.
And you can't see us? All right, hold on. We're going to try to fix it.
Okay.
Have it a little bit better?
Oh, wait. Now I can see a little bit better.
Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see now. Hey,
How you doing?
I'm
How you
Leslie.
doing?
Hi, Leslie.
Hi.
I'm Damien. I met you at the AVNs, but our audio was so shitty because it was so loud in there.
I'm going to tell you something really funny. So we were just talking with somebody else about this whole idea that you can't wear the same panties and bra in the same scene. You got to change it up because people don't want to see the same thing over and over. And Damien's like, who fucking pays attention to that? And I have to tell you something. I looked at the pictures that he sent me of you talking to him at the AVNs, and then I actually saw pictures of you, and I'm like, oh my God, that's a top she was wearing at the AVNs. Yep. I remember. Because girls pay attention to that shit and men do not.
Oh yeah, I milk my stuff. Some people are like that, and they're like, "Oh no, you can only wear a bra and panty once." I'm like, "Do you know what a bra and panty costs, especially from like Agent or from?"
Oh my God,
Secret? Expensive. So if I wear something, especially for my website, I'm gonna wear it again in a scene.
Okay,
I milk it, and then
if it's from Agent,
wait.
If it's from Agent, you should wear it at least like 5 times. That shit is so fucking expensive.
Yeah, and then resell it, and so you don't even really buy it.
Damien, like,
do you have a huge Amazon wish list?
I have an Amazon wish list. Yeah.
Are you getting shit like every day?
No, I don't. You know what I've noticed with Amazon is you get things the more you webcam. Mm-hmm. And so, like, if I do webcam shows for a while, then I'll actually get stuff. But if I don't, for some reason, I don't get as much stuff.
Okay, I feel like you are every fucking where. Seriously.
Oh.
I mean,
really?
No. Okay, so you do stuff for I don't know how to say it. Puba.
Puba, yeah, Puba.
Okay. I'm like, is it puba? I mean, it's porn, so it could be puba.
It could be puba.
So
yeah, they run my website for me.
Okay, so puba, and then there's Girls Way Network.
What does the acronym stand for?
Yeah, what does puba stand for?
Puba? I really
It's probably
don't
somebody's
even know.
dog or something.
I just think it's funny. Okay, so
I'll have to ask Ivan.
All right, so puba, you do some stuff for Girls Way, you do stuff for Brazzers, you do stuff for Adult Empire, you do stuff for Archangel. Yes, no, maybe so.
No, I don't do Archangel.
Haven't done them yet.
But
Okay. But I feel like you are like kind of everywhere. And I was just saying to Damien, I was like, I really want to know where she thinks this, because you really have quite a following and they're very dedicated. I mean, like when I tweet about you, I mean, when I tweet, if I include you in a tweet, it's going to get retweeted like 10 times at least.
Well, if you include me in a tweet, I'll probably retweet it. Like, I call myself a retweet whore because if you tweet something at me, I'm going to retweet you back. Because, I mean, I take Twitter as like, we're a community of people. Let's just all support each other, you know, and blow up each other.
Wow, that's
I also have
awesome.
a really good PR team, Rising Star. So, yeah, Acme and Devin, they're my homies. I just met Devin this year at the awards show. Devin comes up to me and he's like, hey, Abby. I'm like, hey. He's like, I'm Devin, your PR. I'm like, oh yeah, hey, what's up? So I had never met him in person. We just like talked on the phone and emailed.
Yeah.
So it was pretty hilarious.
You do a lot of exclusive content for your website too, right?
Yeah, I release stuff for my website every single week.
Producing that for you, or are you producing that yourself?
Partnered with Puba.
Okay.
Ivan, who shoots everything. He's like the director. And, we have like a team of people there. So pretty much what I do is I get girls, and sometimes Ivan will help me get girls together, and I go and shoot all my own content. And then he'll take it and edit it and then put it up on the website, and they handle like the processing and all that for me. Yeah.
Well, and do you do that? You do a lot of the
which makes it easier, because if I was doing it myself, I wouldn't have time. And they have a team of people doing it, and they're still all super busy, so it's intense.
So you do camming, right? Do you do customs? You all
I try to. I haven't. I used to cam for years before I got into the industry. This year, I don't think I've cammed once, unfortunately, just because I've been so busy. But I try to. If I have a slow week or something, I'll try to get on there. But
so that's how you got started?
Yeah, kind of. I was webcamming with a girlfriend of mine when I was living up in Portland. And then I got offered like a solo shoot for Digital Desire down here in LA. And I did it once, and it was just super fun and relaxed. And I just really liked it. So I'm like, hey, I'm going to move to LA and just try it out, and I've been here ever since.
When I read something that said you loved Portland, and that you're dying to get back to there.
I love Portland. Portland's like one of the most magical places on earth. I don't know if you guys have been to Oregon, but it's a rainforest. Like, the agriculture is amazing. The food is amazing. The people are weird as fuck. I'm sorry, I'm allowed to say fuck.
You can say whatever the hell you want. It's the fucking internet.
It's just like super quirky. Okay. But yeah, it's amazing. The only thing that I don't like about Portland is the weather, because it rains 9 months out of the year.
Yeah.
It's just dark and gloomy and rainy for 9 months. But besides that, it's incredible. I love it.
I might visit, but that's a deal breaker for a living. I think I would be depressed.
Yeah, it's hard. I lived there for years, for a really long time. But I mean, everything else about it is just amazing. Everybody's really conscious about the environment there and what they're putting into their bodies and how they're taking care of themselves. So it's extremely motivating to live there.
So you mentioned with a girlfriend you started. So do you sort of associate yourself as basically bisexual? That's your personal life too?
Yeah, I consider myself very bisexual. I did girl only for a little over 2 years in the industry, because that's just what I'm most comfortable with. I'm more attracted to naked women than naked men.
Well,
I don't know. It's just like I feel like this ease and this calm with the women, but I am dating a man right now.
Is he in the industry, or is he a civilian?
No. We met in college a really long time ago. He's a civilian person, out there doing his own thing, very supportive, very awesome. So, yeah, not in the industry. I think that'd be too much, dating someone in the industry.
Maybe.
Well, and I think the people that we've talked to who are both in it, like we talked to Annika Albright and Mick Blue.
Name drop.
A month or two. We talked to Kissa and Johnny Sins. Her about this.
Name drop.
A month or two.
Yeah, there's a handful of couples in porn, like Brad and Jessica, Annika, Mick Blue.
Asa Akira and Tony Rivas.
Exactly. So there's a handful of couples that are just awesome and amazing, but a lot of like porn relationships is I think it's just too much, because everybody's sleeping with everybody else, and everybody.
So it's too much for your senses. You need an anchor on one side of the fence.
For sure. And not everybody who gets into the industry is super stable, if you know what I'm saying. So you get a bunch of unstable people who are dating each other, and it's just,
Before we...
it's true.
No, I know. We're laughing because it's funny.
Okay, so before we started interviewing, and I was talking to people who are in the industry and setting some stuff up, one person who does a lot of work with a lot of people said to me, she was like, listen... I don't know that they're even going to be able to figure out how to do Skype. Okay, so good luck. And I was like, wow, really? You think that girls in porn are that stupid? And I didn't think that, but this is what this person told me. And we have talked to one after another, intelligent, well-spoken, interesting, warm, open-minded people. And I don't know. I mean,
it's brought Leslie to the conclusion that porn folk may be more of an elevated human being.
I do. I think there are probably
ascended to a different level where they're able to just sort of see things for what they are.
Listen, like anywhere else, there's probably people who are assholes, and there's probably people who suck at their jobs. But I think there's also probably a lot of people like you.
that don't suck at their jobs.
I think that there is a lot of people in the industry who are great, amazing people. I've met so many of them. I've worked with so many of them. There's also a lot of people that get in the industry and they're gone within a month to 6 months. And I think with anything, I mean, I waited tables for 7 years and it was the same thing. Like, I would meet people like, what are you doing here? Like, why are you waiting tables? You need to be out in the world and people need to experience you because you're fucking awesome. You know what I mean? So I think you're going to find people like that in any industry, but there's also a lot of people who are, I think most of it is just naiveness, or they're just very young.
Right.
And just kind of get chewed up and spit out.
How old are you, Abigail?
I'm almost 27.
Okay, but in the
I'm
porn world,
27.
Porn world, that's pretty grown up, right?
Yeah, I'm old as fuck for porn. Like, I worked with a girl today who was 19 years old. She was born in 1995. I'm like,
Jesus, oh my.
What's the deal with all the Hungarian girls that are coming over? They're shooting them over there, or what the hell? There's like, it's like a European explosion. Hungarian? Or
what are you talking about?
Eastern Bloc girls all over Brazzers, where they're from.
Oh yeah, the really tall girls.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, there's some girl. It's like 6'2". She's like she's the tallest porn star in England.
Yeah, I think that it's good to bring in all types of girls because everybody's into something different, and so many people have like different fetishes and like different things, you know. So then bringing them, she'll sell. I'm sure, you know, just like the girl that has those giant fake tits that are like double the size of my head. Like, she sells because she's different and it's like unique, you know. So it's like whatever. I would describe myself as maybe a lesbian dominating connoisseur, I guess.
Okay. I have noticed. I have, and what I've seen of you, you do seem to have sort of like a kind of in charge side.
Yeah, well, with women, I'm extremely dominating just because I'm very comfortable that way.
Right.
And it's probably because I have control issues. There's probably some subconscious thing in my past where I'm like, I need to be in control all the time.
Or it could just be that you like to tell naked girls what to do.
That is funny. Oh my god.
But yeah, I think I just like, when I'm with a girl, I get all these like ideas in my head. I'm like, oh, this would be really cool to do this, or this would be really cool to do that. And I like to play off their personalities and what they like. And so I don't know, I just get in like this zone when I'm with a girl and I'm like, we got to do this.
You just wake up one day, yeah, who do I want to fuck today? Let me just go through the catalog. That's like, you're send it to like a god level.
It's hard to get a hold of a lot of these girls because they're so busy. So there's a lot of people that I've wanted to work with for a really long time and trying to like, because I schedule for my website. Like, if I want someone to come to my website, I have to contact them.
Right.
You know, like that's like my job.
Right.
And a lot of times, like, they're shooting or I'm shooting, we have to get our schedules to mesh up. There's only a few companies that actually ask me like, hey, Abby, who do you want to shoot with? And I'll give them a list of names. And sometimes they'll get one of the girls and sometimes, you know, they're just unavailable.
Right.
So it's like, I just worked with Brandy Aniston, who I've wanted to work with for over 2 years now. We've been talking about working together for over 2 years, and I finally got to work with her like last week. So sometimes it's just like a scheduling differences. So even if you want to be with somebody, sometimes you can't make it happen. So
I'm going to just ask a cliched question then. So of these people that you're talking about that you haven't gotten to work with, who's on that list of people that you'd like to work with?
Nikki Benz, for sure, because who doesn't want to fuck Nikki Benz? Kendra Love, so cool. And she's like a fit inspiration for me as well. Like, I first started loving Kendra because she's so in shape, and like, I'm really into fitness too. And so like, I noticed her that way, and then I got to meet her at XBiz, and she's just like the nicest person you'll ever meet. So cool. And she's very kinky, so I really wanted to work with her. And I feel like if we did a scene together, like, I could be like her stepdaughter or something like that, because we kind of have like brown hair and like darker skin. That's such a, like, you know what I mean? So I like.
That's such a niche in porn right now. That whole like stepdaughter, like,
it is.
I don't get it.
That whole lesbian family affair that Tanya.
Yeah, it's like we're lesbians. And not
like I'm the mom. And
wait. Do that again. We're lesbians. Do it again. We're lesbians.
We're lesbians and we're related. We're lesbians and we're related. We can get it on.
That is hilarious.
I love that you can laugh at this shit because you know it's funny. Right?
It's just like, a lot of people take everything very, very seriously, and I guess I should be more serious sometimes, but I'm not.
No, I love that you're not. I think it's great. But let me ask you something. Here's what bugs me, and I'm curious if you feel the same way, is that like most porn, almost all porn, is shot for a male perspective. It's like...
It is.
Literally, even if it's not gonzo, it feels like the guy's holding the camera.
Not that mature. What is it called? Mature allure or whatever.
Amateur allure.
Yeah, amateur allure.
Okay.
They do it more kind of stylized, like you're.
I don't think I've even seen that.
How would you describe that, Abigail? That type of scene.
The amateur allure.
Yeah. Is it lighting?
Yeah, it's like very just like natural light stuff. I think it's probably like all natural light, and they're probably just popping up a ring light and shooting it like that, so it's kind of like washed out a little bit, like very light.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, we look like so angelic.
It's less porny.
It's less porny.
It's less porny.
Yeah, and I feel like
it's what executives watch, CEOs watch. I wouldn't watch some mature allure.
Know who Greg Lansky is, but he shot for Reality Kings for a really long time, and he just started Blacked.com.
Okay.
His stuff is very like that.
Okay.
Yeah, his stuff is very like beautiful.
You've done a bunch of stuff for them, haven't you?
Oh, Reality Kings has been my biggest booker since I got in the industry. So I've only shot 4 boy-girl scenes now.
That's it. Because I was going to say, I thought you just started recently.
Yeah, I just started. And
what was the catalyst for that? Because you're already known for the girl. What was the catalyst to go to boy-girl?
Well, I had this thing where I was like, I'll only do boy-girl in this situation. I had a very defined situation that I wanted and that I felt comfortable doing. And Digital Playground came to me and they're like, we want you. This is what we're offering you. And it was exactly what I wanted. And it was, I don't know if it was good timing, but I mean, it was what I wanted. So how could I say no?
Right.
You know, like you treated me so well. You know, like treated me. I've never been treated so well in my entire life.
So is that where you did the airplane thing?
Yeah, my first one was with Kieran, so it was like the fire outside, the rapey scene.
Yes, and I love. Yes, it was. But I love Kieran. I think he's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, will you tweet Kieran for Leslie so we can get Kieran on the show? She doesn't want to give off a Glenn Close vibe. Is that it?
Yeah, I don't want to seem like
because we can message him, but I think that she doesn't want to be all like up in his grill.
No, because I wanted him and Nikki Benz to come on because I wanted to talk about Brazzers House, and I was like, come on, let's fucking do this now. Like it's about to come out, and
they're like, who the fuck are you guys? Right. And we're like, we're the people that are fucking trying to interview you. That's who we are.
But he did message me back and he was like, oh yeah, we're just really busy, which I appreciated because here's the thing. Here we are. We're kind of these like new kids on the block. We're the only ones doing video. We get really lucky. We have some great connections with some people. And so we got some really great people on. And I'm like begging like a fucking moron on Twitter. Like, Kieran Lee, please come on my podcast.
But I mean, Kieran Lee is huge, like everybody knows who Kieran is, and I know that he works, every single day. Like, I don't even know if he doesn't work like a day at all.
The thing I like about him though is that he seems like he really does not take himself too seriously.
Well, he did the fucking the Mario Brothers thing.
Yeah, the Super Mario Brothers. Have you seen that?
With
God.
Brooklyn. Yes.
And it's funny as shit.
Have you worked with Brooklyn Chase?
Brooklyn's amazing. She's hilarious herself. She's a great actress too. Like that's was very cheesy and corny, but I've done like serious stuff with her, and she's great.
So you have worked with her?
You should do some theater. What's that?
You have worked with her?
Yeah, I've worked with Brooklyn for Brazzers and for Girlfriend Films.
Okay.
I think we have a delay with
twice.
We do. There's a terrible delay. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I just figured it out because I was like, why are we all so weird? Why are we answering weirdly?
Yeah, well, like things in there,
we have,
So
what are you gonna do?
Sorry for the weird, delayed, awkward responses.
It doesn't matter because I edit all of this. You can sound like the biggest doofus in the world, and I'll make you sound like.
Are you calling me a doofus?
No, I'm not talking about you.
On your show,
I'm saying in the general sense.
What the fuck?
I've made people just and I'll glue it together.
He's actually, I have to say, he's actually pretty brilliant with the editing. It's pretty impressive.
It's not brilliance. It's just I had to learn it because we have nothing else.
It's
I
impressive.
need to learn how to do that too.
So
you know what? Start out in iMovie. You can go to an iMovie class at the Apple Store for free. And then as soon as you figure out how to use iMovie, dump it and go to Final Cut Pro, and then you can make all your dreams come true.
That's what everybody tells me.
I'm telling you,
Final Cut. Like,
you literally could shoot your own content and you could edit your own content, Abigail. You could do it.
Yeah.
Or you could hire Damien.
Yeah.
He could do it for you.
But I'm saying that you could do it yourself if you wanted to.
Now that you're in the boy-girl arena, are you here to stay?
Mm-hmm. I'm definitely going to focus. I'm going to focus on girl stuff because that's just what I love and that's what I'm passionate about. And I'm the kind of person who I do what I want, not what someone tells me what to do. Like, everybody tells you, like, oh, no, just do boy-girl for this company and this company and this company. And I'm just like, no, I'm going to stick to girl, and I'll shoot boy-girl like a few 2 to 6 times a month. You know, like, I'm not going to overdo it. Mm-hmm. And in this industry, you can shoot yourself out, you know, like you can shoot for so many companies so fast that you just don't get any work anymore, you know? So yeah, I'm just going to take it slow because I care about my body, you know, I don't want to injure myself either. Well, it's hard work.
It is.
It's intense, dude.
It is. Make Leslie Google somebody earlier that because we were talking with Brooklyn Chase, and I needed her to Google this male talent so she would know who the fuck we're talking about, so the story would make sense.
What's the guy's name again?
Shane Diesel.
Oh my God! Yeah, monster,
damn!
Right?
Jesus Lord! Holy mothers of pearl!
So here's what's funny. We were talking to Jada Stevens a while back, and I was like, listen, sometimes when I watch these, like, I have such a like mama bear instinct that when I because I have kids, so when I watch these, sometimes I'm just like, oh sweetie, no, oh God,
watch out for the
hurt.
Big Black.
Yeah.
Ouch, that can't be good for you. I mean, I really do. I get very tense.
Yeah, well, sometimes I watch things and I'll be like, oh God, and I'll just click off. I'm like, I never want that to happen to me.
Yeah, no,
ever.
I can't watch it.
No,
I can't.
I never want that to happen.
And they say, listen, we want you like to do a scene with this guy, and you're like, holy crap, no, that is not happening. Can you just say no thanks?
Sure.
Yeah. But I say, yeah, of course. Yeah, you don't have to do anything. And a lot of girls, I think, don't realize they can say that. But you don't have to work with anyone you don't want to work with. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. The directors do not push you to do anything like that, except for, I mean, maybe they're like Craigslist, like shady people who aren't even in the industry. You know what I mean? But, I mean, you have every right. And people tell you, and I tell girls all the time, if you are uncomfortable, you just say it. I don't care if it's in the middle of the scene, you have to cut the scene. If you are uncomfortable at any point, just stop. Just don't do it anymore. Move on or take a break, whatever. Because it's not how you feel now. How are you going to feel about this situation tomorrow, 6 years from now? This is your life. So if you're doing something that you're not completely comfortable with, you shouldn't be doing it. You know what I mean?
That's a porn PSA from Abigail Mac.
And Damien.
Shit just got real.
Yeah, shit just got real, and he doesn't want me to get too far up on my soapbox, so I won't go too high up on the soapbox. I'll just say that I think there's a certain degree of empowerment for women who are in the adult industry. Mm-hmm. That if you have your shit together and you know how to take care of yourself, then you're really the one in charge. Yeah. So I think there's something to be said for that.
Do you feel better now?
I do.
You got it.
I do. Is that a big decision though when somebody says, "Hey, do you want to start camming?" Or was that? I mean, had you ever thought about doing something like that before?
No, you know, I actually didn't even realize like that you could do camming. Like, oh, that's something that you can actually do. Like, I don't have to go to a job and deal with awful people, and I can just sit in my house and make the same amount of money. What? Like, that's crazy. And so, like, for me, when someone said you could do that, I'm like, well, fuck yes. Like,
why wouldn't you?
Yes, right? I wouldn't do that. And, yeah, I kept my job until I got like a solid following, you know, and then I quit my job. But I was like, no, I'm going to do camp.
How long did it take you to get to a point where you had enough momentum that you could quit your job?
I think I kept my job for like 2 months, and then I quit after that.
And it just sort of, I mean, it just happened by itself. It was totally organic.
Yeah, well, I think that it really helped because I was webcamming with my girlfriend, Jess, who had she had like 10,000 followers.
Okay.
For webcamming, that's awesome. Like, you have 10,000 followers. Like, that's really big.
Right.
But she already had like a really big following. And so I started webcamming with her. So all her followers already knew who I was, you know, and then I started my solo account as well. So I kind of had like a little edge, I think, because I had already done it with her.
Right.
So a lot of people would come into my show like, oh, where's this person? You know, blah, blah, blah. And so,
do you miss doing that though? Because I know you said you don't have a lot of time for it anymore.
Sometimes I miss it, but I feel like now I'm doing the same thing on a larger scale. Because I'm still doing the girl stuff, but I
Right.
get to do like cooler stuff, you know? Like I get to wear cool costumes and crazy sets and
Well, and
come
you've
up with ideas and scripts and stuff. So I still
And you've done
feel
a
like I'm
lot
doing
lately.
it.
I feel like I've seen a ton of new stills of you from scenes that haven't come out yet. With you in like gorgeous lingerie, looking
Yeah.
totally amazing.
Oh, thank you.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
I work a lot.
Well, it
I'm
shows.
going to take a vacation, I think, soon. Just take like 5 days. Yeah. Oh,
So
thank
where would you go if you're going on
It's
vacation?
just, yeah.
Where if you're going on vacation, where are you going?
I think I'm just gonna go back to the East Coast for a little bit and go see my family and
Where are you
kind of
from?
just catch up for like a few days in Baltimore.
Oh, I didn't know that. So you're not all right. You're an East Coast girl. Do you? I mean, do
Yeah,
you see,
East Coast girl and a West Coast girl.
do you see yourself staying on the West Coast?
Yes.
Do you?
I
Okay.
love California, and the reason I love California is just because I can wake up every day and there's no
consistent weather.
hindrance of what I can do. Just because the sun is always shining,
Right.
I'm like, oh, it's a bright new day. I can go out and I can go ride my bike or go to the park, or if I have to run errands, I can do that. Like nothing's holding me back from doing anything. So I just love California for that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
You pay for the weather.
Yeah, you really do. Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad that you were able to join us, and I want to know if there's anything you have
Me
coming
too.
up. Wait, if there's anything you have coming up that you need to make sure people know
It would
about.
be really like being tweet whores with you for the week, getting it out
Cool.
there.
Yeah, you can even say that. Like, Abigail Mac's a Twitter whore. I'd be like, fucking right I am.
Let me tell you something.
All
It's
day.
happening right fucking now.
Because you know what? It's
happening.
what's really the
stuff has been-
funny about the whole Twitter thing is that Leslie and I, previously to doing this podcast, had no idea what the fuck Twitter was. I was
What
just
the
like, I
hell
have
is
no
Twitter?
goddamn idea why the fuck anyone would want to do any of this shit. And now we see the ability for us to go from.
It's awesome.
In less than a month, we're closing in on 20,000 hits to our podcast through our guests
Right.
retweeting to their people. Like what you were saying earlier, let's all just help each other out. It's not that hard.
What do you have? Like, what's the latest thing that's coming out? Where should we see it? Where can we find it?
Oh, God. Okay, I have so much stuff coming out. Let me think. Okay, The Business of Women is coming out.
Okay.
I don't know, in like a month or so.
Okay.
This is like a huge thing. It's a Girls Way pilot. I do tons of work for Girls Way, and I
Yeah.
also have new anal scenes coming out for them very, very soon.
All right, cool.
Also, I have a couple of Reality Kings scenes stocked up that will be coming out very soon. I also have another digital playground feature coming out soon.
Wow.
And I'm shooting for my first Boy Girl with Brazzers this Saturday, coming soon.
Wait,
And
who are you?
every
Wait,
week I
wait,
have
who are you?
something, At least 1 to 2
Probably
scenes
Johnny
coming out
Sins.
at AbigailMac.com.
Wait, who are you shooting with for Brazzers?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Johnny.
Johnny?
Yeah, I called it.
Johnny Sins.
You really are? That's so funny. He said that.
As of right
I know, with the whole fucking delay, with all this bullshit, we're like, it's like, fuck,
I know,
man.
I'm sorry for taking your
No, it's not you.
No, it's not
you know, I'm
you.
gonna have to come up with a contingency for that. Like, we actually plug into somebody's actual phone, but just look at the video. But I don't know if that'll work or not. So Johnny is like he's
Yeah,
the you of guys. He works like every day. He has to. There's like 4 new scenes every fucking week of
He
him.
has his website. Yeah, they're awesome people.
Yeah,
and
weird
I
delayed
remember
thing.
Kissa was like, come fuck me and Johnny and let's do it for our websites. And I was like, I can't fuck boys yet because I'm on contract, but in June I can, so yay. Yeah, they're super
Trip
awesome.
to Hawaii for Abigail.
Yeah, that would be nice.
So you'll
I know,
just.
she's like, it's okay, you can just fuck me. I'm like, okay, fine, that's cool.
Oh shit! Having to fuck Kiss of Sins. That's horrible.
That's a fucking travesty.
horrible.
Yeah, I want to, but I haven't yet.
Well, who wouldn't want to?
Well, you will.
I'll tweet her later. I know I will.
I can't. There's so much
I will.
tweeting that's going to be happening in a minute. There's so much tweeting.
You
Abigail,
mean when your phone is plugged in the car when you're driving
shut
home?
up. You're so mean to me. Listen to me.
I'm not mean to you.
Don't
I
tweet
love
in the
you, and
car.
you know that.
I love
Don't
you
drive
more.
and tweet.
No, I won't drive and tweet, but I have to tell you something. Like, every time we talk to somebody, and I say this on every fucking episode, and so people who really watch us will hear it 500 times, that I'm always so happy to talk to people who are in the adult industry because they always end up being smart and funny and interesting and relatable and down to earth, and I love it because you were all of those things and more.
Oh, thanks. You
You're
guys
welcome.
Too.
You're
it's
welcome.
like we've been best friends forever, and now we're just
Well,
gonna
now
go
we
on
really
a
are best
slumber
friends
party. It's gonna
forever.
be great.
We are. There's gonna be a slumber party. Actually, Damien, I told Damien that if when we get to like 1,000, he thought I said 10,000, but I said 1,000 followers on Twitter, he has to do a topless podcast. I don't have to, but he does.
Yes, but you too, right?
No, she's not doing it.
No fucking way.
Oh,
This is here we go. Look, woohoo! I'm topless.
Yeah, she said. She said 1,000. I said 10,000 followers.
I said 1,000.
No, I'm
Come
saying
on.
I would do it for 10,000.
1,000 he has to do topless. 10,000 you have to do.
All right, I'll take it. I'll take it, Abigail. And here's the deal: if I have to do it, you have to come be on that episode.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
No, I'm serious. Like if I'm topless, you're topless.
Listen,
That's what's happening.
don't try to oversell it. She already said she's on board.
I mean, I didn't get.
You're doing it.
Get my tits done for no reason.
Okay, well, I'm gonna listen. If I get mine done between now and then, I swear to God, I'll never wear a shirt. That'll be it for me.
Yeah. Or you just don't have to
The
wear
problem
bras
with that is
anymore.
there really is no
Stay.
issue with that, except for the fact that we would have to have two versions of content, and I would have to be the one editing it because we have a YouTube station. So that's the reason why there can't
For
be much
sure,
nudity on
that's
this show.
true.
But we could have nudity because we're on Vimeo. So fuck you, YouTube.
Yeah, Vimeo will allow you to do.
All right, so it's happening. Help us get our 10,000, and when we get there, this is all
will.
happening. It's
And
gonna
you
be
know what?
amazing.
When you do that, there'll be a special angel will get its wings somewhere or something of that nature.
A unicorn will cry, an angel will reappear.
Oh
Exactly.
my God, let me write that. Wait,
okay.
I gotta write that
Yeah.
down.
That's
A
pure
unicorn
poetry.
will cry and an angel will appear.
All right, Abigail
And
Mac,
an
get
angel
some
will sprout out of the ground.
get some rest for all your shoots with your
You're hilarious.
busyness, girl.
Literally, I'm gonna
You're
go
hilarious
right
and
now.
awesome.
And you're a fucking porn
Thank
boss.
you, sir, you guys.
Thank you so much. Bye,
The
Abigail.
balls. I tried. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Radio After Dark. Check us out at JackieTees.com for irreverent t-shirts. Follow us on Twitter, _Radio After Dark, and on Instagram, Jackie Tees, for the normal shit.
World's best t-shirt
We'll
site.
see you next time.
And so you don't even really buy it.
Damien, like,
Do you have a huge Amazon wish list?
I have an Amazon wish list, yeah.
Are you getting shit like every day?
No, I don't. You know what I've noticed with Amazon is you get things the more you webcam.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, if I do webcam shows for a while, then I'll actually get stuff. But if I don't, for some reason, I don't get as much stuff.
okay, I feel like you are every fucking where. Seriously.
Oh.
I mean,
Really?
okay, so you do stuff for, I don't know how to say it, Puba?
Pooba, yeah, Pooba.
Okay. I'm like,
I can see my face.
and you can't see us? All right, hold on, we're going to try to fix it.
Okay.
How about a little bit better?
Oh, wait, now I can see a little bit better.
Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see now. Hey,
It's
hello.
how you
Hey,
doing?
I'm
How you doing?
Leslie.
Hi, Leslie. I'm
Hi.
Abby.
I'm Damien. I met you at the AVNs, but our audio was so shitty because it was so
I
it was
remember,
so
yeah.
loud in there.
I'm going to tell you something really funny. So we were just talking with somebody else about this whole idea that you can't wear the same panties and bra in the same scene. You got to change it up because people don't want to see the same thing over and over. And Damien's like, who fucking pays attention to that? And I have to tell you something. I look...
Call it a longing, call it a yearning. Don't call it love,
I'm excited for this
call
one.
it a sweet
Good. You should be excited.
I've been meaning to take pictures and tweet all night, and I fucking can't remember.
It's hard to do.
It's a problem. And I have no room to take pictures of anything on.
Hello?
Hola.
Hi.
I just ran up my stairs to try to like get in my room. What's up?
Thank you so
Oh my God,
much. We're excited to have you here. We've
Can you hear us and see us kind of okay?
I can see tease.c.
Looked at the pictures that he sent me of you talking to him at the AVNs, and then I actually saw pictures of you, and I'm like, oh my God, that's a top she was wearing at the AVNs. I remember, because girls pay attention to that shit and men do not.
Oh yeah, I milk my stuff. Some people are like that, and they're like, "Oh no, you can only wear a bra and panty once." I'm like, "Do you know what a bra and panty costs, especially from like Agent or from?"
Oh my
Victoria's
God.
Secret? Expensive. So if I wear something, especially for my website, I'm gonna wear it again in a scene.
Okay.
I milk it, and then
if it's from Agent,
Good for you.
If it's from Agent, you should wear it at least like 5 times. That shit is so fucking expensive.
Yeah, and then resell it.
Like a big decision though when somebody says, "Hey, do you want to start camming?" Had you ever thought about doing something like that before?
I actually didn't even realize like that you could do camming. Like, oh, that's something that you can actually do. Like, I don't have to go to a job and deal with awful people, and I can just sit in my house and make the same amount of money. What? Like, that's crazy. And so, like, for me, when someone said you could do that, I'm like, well, fuck yes. Like,
Why wouldn't you?
yes, I would do that.
Kiss it.